So, Kate, you have a package that you need to open.
Oh, wow, I'm not even kidding. I forgot about that. It's a foot away from me. Here it is. I have 2, though. Is that right?
You do have 2. And
okay.
I want you to give us a true unboxing experience. So describe the envelope, what it says.
ASMR opening a package.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Oh, this is cute! Listeners, I got, I guess, what we would consider the first of soon to be more Sisters Who've Seen It merchandise. This is our, based off of our last episode, which was 500 Days of Summer with special guest Jen. We have our very own greeting cards, and they're pretty much the same, almost. We have Tom and Summer, and it says, roses are red, violets are blue, and you open it up, and it says, fuck you, whore. I love that. What do you think this is? This is just a little mini poster of our card. I'm not sure about that one.
Oh. Wait, did you look at the back of the card, Kate?
Yeah, it has our logo.
Wow.
And our website!
Wow.
Our correct website, because I realized our business cards that we made like 2 years ago have our old website, but that's fine.
Oh, oopsie doopsie.
It's all good. I love these.
So this is the first thing that you can actually purchase that is relative to an episode. We went on and on about we should do this and we should do that. We actually did it. You can buy it. It will come to your house and you'll have the experience that Katie had where you can laugh really, really hard on getting a stupid card and send it to people. What do you think is a good example to give someone that card?
Oh, like I know that you are going to be emo on Valentine's Day. So
oh my God.
I'm sending this to you as a har, and hopefully you have a good sense of humor.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Or, you know, maybe you don't have the guts to break up with someone in person. You could just use the card.
Well, I could have used one of these. I think I would have still to write a message in it, though, because I don't know if they would have understood fuck you or means breaking up, but wow.
Yes. Sorry, I wish we started off our merch a little softer and PC, but we just went right in for it, and hope you enjoy.
So
buy
good.
all of them. Thank you very much.
Sisters who've seen it. We are the sisters who've seen it. Sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, sisters. Sisters who've seen it.
Hello!
Hello there!
Welcome back, listeners.
Are you ready for this movie? Harry Connick Jr.'s got a voice.
I thought that was Bill Pullman and you were getting into your president's speech, but then you were Harry Connick Jr. and I understood. Yeah, we got a cast of characters in this one. Whoo!
Kate.
But you know what? We're a cast of characters, so I'm going to introduce ourselves. All right, listeners. So we are the Sisters Who've Seen It, the podcast where 2 sisters who are not movie critics look back on some of our favorites throughout the years through a psychological, ethical, and familial lens. I'm Katie.
I'm Bridget.
And we will not go quietly into the night. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Our Independence Day.
I mean, honestly, it's a great speech.
Okay, you know how you always want to do, like, scary movie parodies? I want, like this is a parody with Signs and all other alien movies, because it would be, like, what if Mel Gibson came out and, like, just, can you imagine?
Oh, God. I mean, that's kind of like Scary Movie 3, but, like, which is the best scary movie, by the way.
We know. We know.
Okay, just saying. Yes, I would love that.
So, first of all, what is our movie, Kate?
Oh, yes. Our movie this week is the 1996 Independence Day.
And this is a long movie.
Yeah, it's over 2 hours.
2 hours and 25 minutes. And I don't recommend you watch it when you're tired at night or you'll be sleepy by then.
And don't drink like you're Randy Quaid's character when you watch, because you will also fall asleep.
Wow. Can I tell you, Randy Quaid, the range, thinking about him in this movie and then thinking about Brokeback
The Leprechaun
Mountain.
movie?
Oh no!
Which one? What were you thinking
Brokeback
of?
Mountain.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in that.
Can you imagine if those two Randy Quaids met on Brokeback Mountain? What an event!
I think the one in Brokeback Mountain would punch this one in the
Yes.
face. Also, do you remember the Leprechaun movie with Randy Quaid
No.
and Whoopi Goldberg?
Oh my
And it's
God.
basically Romeo and Juliet, but with leprechauns and fairies. And for some reason, Randy Quaid's there. Nope, just me? All
No.
right. Dad made me watch it a lot, so.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's a B movie.
Yep.
Well, we don't have a guest this time around, and
No.
so it's just you and me, Kate, which means you're gonna do this.
No, it's you.
you.
I did Sister Act 2.
Okay. So, 1996. I read somewhere talking about this movie. It was the year the hit song Macarena was out.
Great.
Okay?
Super.
I want you all to get to that mindset, okay? You have a young Will Smith,
Huh.
very, very pre-slap,
Oh.
okay?
Yeah.
You have Bill Pullman, Jeff Goldblum, Mary McDonnell, Judd Hirsch, Margaret Collin, Randy Quaid, Robert Lagna, James Redford, and Harvey Firestein.
And Harry Connick Jr.
And Harry Connick
For like
Jr.
5 minutes, but still.
Wow.
And we have the little kid who played Buckwheat in the Little Rascals movies.
Whoopee.
Whoopee.
So, Kate, if you want to do the synopsis, you can
No,
go
I
for
don't.
it.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
Okay. So, basically, when extraterrestrials arrive on Earth and threaten to wipe out the human race, it's up to a handful of survivors who only have, oh God, I wrote it wrong again, who only have, sorry, this is the word I think I missed, who are only equipped with inferior technology, wits, and courage to stop them.
Okay. But they're all those inferior things kill all the aliens, so who's inferior now?
So I would say that this movie is very much like Doom and Destruction.
Yeah.
More than I remembered. And I gotta say, like, I'm anti-CGI, but this looked pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
So kudos to those special effects peeps.
Yeah.
And there is a bunch of twists and turns along the way. We go to Area 51.
Oh, my fave.
Where, Kate, I read that the military, like the U.S. military, was actually going to give this movie more behind the scenes, like access to bases and stuff.
Roswell, New Mexico.
Well, they were very upset that they brought up Area 51, so they said, no way, Jose, we're not allowing you to do that.
I think a lot of people were upset with that subplot, but I thought it was great.
Oh my God.
X-Files. Yep.
So, we end up defeating the aliens with basically just a very easy, simple code that I bet you our sister Mary knows.
Probably.
Thanks to Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
I left a lot out, but you know what, Kate? That's what this podcast is for. We're going to talk about it. What do you think?
Yes. We got aliens, destruction, we beat them with computer stuff.
I was very inspired by Jen, who, when she did her synopsis, it was one sentence, and I thought, oh boy, we got to work on that, Kate.
And I was like, cannot compute. I was the alien getting a computer virus because I didn't understand how to do that.
I did actually read how the code would have worked, and somebody was like, it's a basic code with zeros and ones, and all Jeff Goldblum did is he took the zeros that they had and the ones and switched them around because it was a bi-directional one. So then when he switched it, it went back to them, and I was just like, wow, somebody wrote this all out. That's amazing.
And also, wow to our military and people who get paid millions and billions of dollars in this fictional world who couldn't figure that out, but Jeff Goldblum did. So, go team.
Go team. This is a doozy, Kate. We gotta just get right into it because my God, there are so many people in this movie that every time they popped up, I was like, holy freaking shit, you and you and you and you and you. It was a 90s classic.
Yeah, like a sitcom. The first thing I wrote is that the opening credits were straight up Terminator 2, and I was all about it.
Absolutely. It was like,
yes.
You know?
Oh my god, that noise was like, but it wasn't an alien blowing something up. That was just like the scene change noise. And I was like,
It was just capital letters.
But yeah, we see the aliens right away, and you're like, wow, aliens are huge. And then we immediately cut to the one section of government, which I don't know if this is a real thing, but I hope it is they're like the alien sector, and they just are supposed to be looking out for aliens, and the guy literally isn't doing his job, and he's playing golf. So that's good. That's our taxpayer dollars right there.
I mean, and his boss was so mad he tripped on golf balls.
He was sleeping there too. I was like, sir, you sleep here, and we also missed the alien ship. I'm so confused. But it's fucking fine, because we literally don't have time for that, because the aliens are moving. Like, they literally invade so fast.
Well, and I thought about, this is the Pulp Fiction, Quentin Tarantino, this is his rule that you need to have action within the first scene. And I gotta say, it's really fun, because all of a sudden you're like, what, Tamale, I'm paying attention. You know, those letters getting you going, and then the aliens come, and you're like, oh, wow, we're into it. And I thought, oh my god, there's 225 minutes left, and we're already seeing the aliens. My god.
And we've only got a minute that's passed by.
It's literally the opposite of science. It took us 22 hours and 25 minutes to see the alien. But anyways.
Yeah, and we see Bill Pullman is the first, like, major actor, I guess we see, and he is the president, and he's just, like, chilling, doing a crossword puzzle in bed, as you do.
That would have been Kevin Spacey.
Wait, what do you mean?
That was supposed to be? The studio was like, we should have Kevin Spacey be the president, and the writers were like, absolutely fucking no. And they fought, and like thinking about like years later, you're like, ew, Kevin Spacey,
him sitting in bed with a young child. Yeah, disgusting.
But Bill Pullman, what a gem.
Bridget, you remember what our last movie with Bill Pullman was?
Oh my god, I'm blanking.
It was a listener pick, and we had a special guest on there.
Kate, we've had Dad like 102 Oh my god, wait, Lake Placid.
Yeah! Bill Pullman was in Lake Placid.
He kind of plays him like the same person, but like I love him.
That's great.
I also think of him in Casper, like I just can't.
How have we not done that yet? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's gotta happen for Halloween. Oh my god.
Devon Sawa, my love.
Oh, we can tag him on Twitter. He's very active. Okay. Bill Pullman's great. He's very like, I'm super chill. Nothing's getting me riled up. Oh, you're calling me and there's aliens? Whatever. And then you're like, what? But again, we don't have time for that, because I think every major actor in this movie, when we're all separated, the camera's only on them for like 1 or 2 minutes, and then we switch to one of the other characters, because that's how we're doing movie here.
It's very fast.
And then we go to Jeff Goldblum and Judd Hirsch.
Wow.
And I love them both.
Oh my god.
No, that's not.
Oh, sorry. That's
Harvey Firestein.
Harvey Firestein. Oh my god, I gotta call my mother. I gotta call my therapist.
I didn't really understand why he was in the movie at all, because he literally gets murdered, but it's funny.
I got so many Miss Doubtfire flashbacks because of Harvey, and then the girl who was the daughter shows up.
I wrote that. I was like, we got 2 Miss Doubtfire characters in this movie. Where is Robin Williams? Protect him, please. Thank you.
How about Sally Field? She'd be a perfect vice president. 1996.
Oh my god, she would have been so
And Robin
great.
Williams probably could have replaced Randy Quaid, if we're being honest. He'd be fantastic in that role.
Oh my god.
Wow.
We should do a remake and just take all the Mrs. Doubtfire characters and resurrect Robin Williams for Specs and do the movie same way, but yeah.
And somehow he says potato in a jacket while flying his plane drunk. I'm just saying.
Well,
okay.
Stop. That's amazing.
Okay.
All right, so Jeff Goldblum's character he's divorced. He works at a cable company. He also is eco-conscious and rides his bike in the office. this and yells at you if you don't recycle. And that was giving me some Fern Gully vibes, and it was not great.
Can we talk about, like, do we think he's a stalker to his ex-wife?
Because he kept wearing his wedding ring and was like, I have her number and I can hack in anytime I want.
I was like, somebody who wasn't like an engineer was like, we need a smart man that is also morally driven, and so we're just gonna give him like a weird job, because he was like a satellite expert. All of a sudden he knew how to code. All of a sudden he understands like signals. I'm like, that is like 17 jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. And we just put the word MIT in front of him, and then he's just smart.
That was like such a throwaway line where he's like, gosh, you could have been anything. You went to MIT, but you work at a cable company. And then Jeff has no comeback to that. He's just like, yeah. And you're like, what? Why though?
Jeff Goldblum, man.
I don't know, but
a career, man.
I don't even have much about him. I think we just learned where he works and that Judd Hirsch is his dad, and that's all I got.
I mean, you're right. He's just like, recycle, send everybody upstairs. I'm gonna go get my dad, and I'll magically leave the city, and I'm not ever gonna be stressed.
He's not stressed. Bill Pullman's not stressed. I don't know who's stressed, but I'm stressed.
You know what was kind of sad, and this is for the East Coasters, a lot of 9/11 vibes from this.
Yeah, they showed the Twin Towers.
The Twin Towers, but the whole like being in New York City, lots of people running, lots of fire, lots of destruction.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well that's sad. Moving on. Get your tissues.
Okay, well, it's fine because we got, hey, drunk Randy Quaid.
How did this man not kill himself flying that plane drunk? And Kate, there are like a lot of alcoholic pilots. That's like a thing.
That's so scary.
Yeah, I know.
Wasn't the plot of that movie with Denzel Washington where he lands a plane on the Hudson?
Snakes on a plane? Okay.
No, Bridge.
But Randy Quaid somehow has custody over 3 children and an RV, and they live in the middle of nowhere, which when aliens come to attack, there's something to be said about living in the middle of nowhere, because aliens don't want to kill you there.
Oh yeah, all of those campers were Gucci. I was like, where are you guys hanging out? Because they
have wheels. Not only do they not get killed, they still got their freaking wheels, and they're just like, all right, we'll go to another place.
That is the way to go. And then also, as we learned, have a baseball bat like Joaquin Phoenix and get ready to bust some shit up.
And water is powerful, then you know. Okay.
Well, drunk Randy Quaid, we learned, okay, he's drunk and he's a screw up. His kids are embarrassed about him. And oh yeah, he also got abducted by aliens. Here's something I would like to bring up as someone who right now in my life, I do believe in aliens, number one. If somebody comes to me and says, I was abducted by aliens, and then I turn my head and there's a fucking spaceship, and then I look on the news and there's worldwide spaceships, I am not going to then heckle the guy who just told me he was abducted by aliens. Why was that happening to him? I was so annoyed by it.
How about the whole, like, sexual piece to it?
Hate it.
He thought that aliens abducted him and they did sexual things to him.
I hope that guy somehow got blown up, because he was the worst.
He definitely got blown up.
I don't hope he did, but I hope he did.
When you talk like that, the alien's like, we gotta get rid of this one.
I just wanted him to have some, like, acknowledgement in that, and he never did.
You know what? It's like, believe women, but believe Randy Quaid.
Believe Randy Quaid when he's drinking, and when he says that he's seen leprechauns, because I can vouch that that was a movie that exists.
Wait,
somewhere.
Do you think our next merchandise should be Believe Russell Case?
Like, I believe. Oh my god.
Okay,
so yeah, that's him. And then, alright, so now I got the aliens are all over the world. The government is like, we don't know what to do. Where? And this is where Bill Pullman as president makes a, in my opinion, not great decision.
Yeah, he was mad about that later. He realized he pretty much killed millions of people. Listen, if there are fucking spaceships the size of your city above you, you gotta get out of where you are.
You get a camper, you go to camper wherever they were, we still don't know, and you camp out.
You be a millennial, you quit your job, you get an RV, you post an Instagram from another place. On social media, you'll learn that there was alien abductions, but you weren't a part of it, and you'll say, so sorry, thoughts and prayers.
Oh, God, it's so real. Yeah, so that's weird. So he's basically like, everyone's fine, stay where you are, life is good. And then meanwhile, Jeff Goldblum's like, we're all gonna fucking die. Aliens are counting down. I'm the only human who figured it out. I'm not getting paid a lot. Def minimum wage. Anyway, let's all go. And then this is where he goes and gets his dad. And they're in New York, right?
The logistics.
They drive to Washington, D.C., which, what is that, like a 4-hour drive?
I'm gonna throw out 3.5 hours. And I'm gonna say that if there was chaos with aliens coming and everyone's leaving the city, there is no freaking way that they have a completely clear road. That would be like a 7-hour drive.
You can't even leave the city on a Friday in the summer going southbound on the Parkway, people. I don't want to hear it. It's July, so you know some of those people were going to our Jersey beaches.
Excuse me, July 3rd. So everyone's planning for a fucking party.
Exactly. It's a fucking mess. So anyway, I don't know. He makes it to DC, and then his subplot is he's going to connect with his ex-wife, who I didn't write her name down.
Constance Spano.
What? Constance?
Her name is Constance.
Spano?
Yeah. Oof.
Okay.
That's a Jersey accent right there. Constance. Oh. So I hope everyone's enjoying that.
So what is she the spokesperson?
She's the communications director, which I think of her as like, you know, like just the PR person.
She was like his right-hand worker. I was like, isn't there someone else that's like where's the vice president? We don't know. I don't know.
We don't know, but Jeff Goldblum, he really thought they were doing some naughtiness, and I gotta say, it didn't line up. I didn't see it.
I also never in my life registered that subplot, which I guess they do kind of reference a lot. Like, for some reason, I just was always like, aliens! Who cares about your marital drama? Also, should I care about that? Because I don't think I need to, but... Okay.
I mean, if you divorce someone and then you're responsible for helping an entire country be okay during an alien abduction, and your fucking ex-husband is up your butt trying to annoy you, I'd be like, why don't we have smarter people in the White House? Why is my ex-husband calling me? There are more MIT graduates. Leave me alone. The restraining order has not gone through yet. Okay.
This is what I'm fucking saying. He just waltzes into the White House by the fucking way. I also want to point out, and I really wish I asked Mary about this, because we just designate her as a computer expert. Okay, in this movie, when they are driving from New York to DC, which we figured out would take 5 days, Jeff Goldblum has this magical laptop that needs no Wi-Fi and never dies. Its battery lives forever. And he literally carries it around with him everywhere in the movie. And it's always there. And he even fucking brings it to space. The laptop went to space and it had Wi-Fi in space. I'm so sorry, but like, I just don't think 90s technology had that. That was like AOL. Where's the dial-up, people?
We all missed the true plot. Jeff Goldblum is one of the aliens.
He's the alien.
And he came to New York City, as we learned in Men in Black, to hide, and was pissed that they came and he didn't want to go back to their society, and blew them all up. And if aliens are living among us, Jeff Goldblum is definitely an alien.
Absolutely.
Like, he
100%.
Is perfect to be an alien.
Oh my fucking God. That made me so mad. I was like, this is a bunch of bullshit. Anywho, yeah, so that's that, and then he tells them, hey, it's a countdown. And by the time he tells them about the countdown, do you remember how much time was left?
Oh my God, it was like, wasn't it like 9 minutes or something?
It was like, I think it was like a half hour, and then Bill Pullman's like, I guess we'll leave now. Like, tell everyone to evacuate. Good luck. Gosh. But, Bridge, don't worry about trauma and sadness, because we now have Will Smith and Vivica A. Fox. And Buckwheat, but he's not as important. But he's there too.
Let's talk about the choice to make Vivica A. Fox a fucking stripper.
I hate it. It was so...
so 90s.
exploitive, and I was like, what? I don't.
They were like, she's
That doesn't
hot.
play into anything at all.
It
at
was so fucking annoying. They're like, she's hot. This is like the Something About Mary moment where they're like, we have to figure out how to take Cameron Diaz's shirt off and be a creeper by the window. And Vivica A. Fox is hot, so we have to figure out how to show her body. And the only plot was that Will Smith was not sure if he should marry her because it would ruin his chances to like get into NASA or something.
Do you think when you apply to jobs, they ask you, what does your boyfriend, girlfriend do? And is it not suitable for work?
Fucking
what?
No, okay? Like, I cannot. And I was just like, that is so annoying. But Katie, we like Vivica A. Fox because what did she do that would have ruined the movie if it would have happened?
She fucking saved the dog.
She saved her fucking dog, okay?
I didn't see anyone else saving their dogs. Okay?
No, they did not.
I just want to say that. I would burn in a tunnel for my dog. I would be like, save yourself. I'll burn. And the dog would be like, what? I would do that. And she did that. And do I believe that they somehow didn't catch on fire sitting 2 feet away from an open door in a tunnel? I'm not sure I do.
No, I'm sorry. She kicked down a door that I was like, in a tunnel, those fucking doors are not kickable, okay?
It's all those stripper muscles. That was part of the subplot. You missed that, huh?
Oh my God. Let's face it. If she didn't have stripper muscles, she couldn't have knocked down the door and saved the dog.
They should have made her like a karate master just to explain that part, honestly, because I can't.
Like, oh my God. So we basically, in the first 30 minutes of the movie, multiple cities are absolutely destroyed and you're like, wow, half the US population is dead.
Yeah.
So Bill Pullman.
And like the world, I think it was like the world too. It wasn't just the US.
It was, yes, it was not just the US. They keep coming, Kate. They keep coming. What would you do? I'm screwed. I'm in Chicago. You might be able to get away with it because you would just get the periphery of New York. But like, my God, what would we do?
I'd get a camper and I'd go find Randy Quaid and I'd follow him around and then I'd pick you up.
We'd have to go to like Cleveland or somewhere nobody would care.
Yeah, nobody cares about.
Okay. Well, that was a weird thing. So where are we going? Where are we going from here?
So everything's wrong and
everybody's dead.
Everyone around you is dying, even your dog's dead. Just kidding, the dog's alive. Okay, so Bill Pullman's alive, and Jeff Goldblum, and Judd Hirsch, and Jeff Goldblum's ex-wife, who's Constantinople, and they're good. And Bill Pullman doesn't know about his wife, but we know her helicopter basically got blown up. Will Smith, who is a Marine?
Yes.
Okay, he's a Marine, and he's like, yo, I gotta go to my army base, because, like, aliens. And then we see Harry Connick Jr., who is his best friend, I suppose, and he's just Harry Connick Jr. Well, I don't know how else to explain him.
They must have sat down, they're like, Will, Harry, here's the deal. We're gonna have a Top Gun subplot. And you two are just gonna be Goose and Maverick. But we're also gonna have aliens. And you're just gonna do your thing. And you're gonna like basically flirt with each other. And Harry basically was like, I don't know if you should marry her because I love you. And Will Smith is like, what?
God, he totally was.
He was crushing on Will Smith.
He even like laid his head on him and was like, oh, hold me. But like, not in a joke way. Wow.
And he found the ring and he's like, wow, the ring? Why isn't this for me? And you're like, 1996.
Which was the ugliest fucking engagement ring I've ever seen. I think he got it from Claire's. I'm sorry.
Kate, he got it off of like, honestly, we should sell that ring. That could be another merchandise thing.
We should not.
But like, I understand. Okay, you like dolphins, fine, whatever. We don't need a dolphin ring. Okay.
I don't. He goes, she loves dolphins. I was like, she don't love it on her ring. Tell you that.
And a stripper, I bet you she's getting better rings from her customers.
Especially when you're stripping during the alien invasion, which I was a little confused why our boss made us come in, but money's money.
I thought the same thing, but somehow she's alive, Kate, so, well, there we are.
We don't know.
Okay.
Alright, so then I think the government, this is like, we're gonna communicate with the aliens and we're gonna like do some light stuff that's gonna tell them we're peaceful. I don't
the welcome wagon.
Didn't understand how they knew that aliens knew that lights meant peace, but yeah, that didn't work.
Kate,
so
in real life, people in California saw that like welcome wagon lights thing and they actually thought it was a UFO and not a movie set.
That would be me, by the way. way, and I would love that.
But the aliens were like, we don't care about you. You're dead. You're dead.
They blow up. I don't even remember if this is like before the Marines go out or if it's during. I have no idea. But at some point, they blow them up, and you're like, oh my god, the evil aliens are bad? Who knew?
We became like the concept of being like, let's communicate with aliens with a flashlight is like what little children do to their neighbors. You know what I mean? Like, it's like wild.
That's straight out of Now and Then, and I'm all about it. It's amazing.
Back to Devon Sawa. Continue.
Oh, what a... Okay, so Will Smith, Harry Connick Jr., they're like, yo, we're gonna go fly, and we're gonna blow up the aliens with our dinky little ships. Let's do it. And then Harry Connick Jr. is like, I'm gonna make a weird speech so that y'all will like me, but that really means I'm going to blow up in a minute. And he does. So, the way he dies, though, is, like, pretty fucking stupid, because they all try to shoot the ship, then they're like, oh my god, there's a force field, wow. And then the big ship sends out little ships, and then they realize the little ships have force fields. So then Will Smith is like, quick, fly away! And then Harry Connick Jr. is flying next to him, and then Will Smith's like, alright, let's just do zigzags and we'll lose him. And Harry Connick Jr. goes, I got an idea! And he, like, goes upward, and then Will Smith's like, no! That's your ship can't handle that. And then literally 10 seconds later, Harry Connick Jr. goes, I can't breathe! And then he blows up. It was the worst.
That was a quick love affair. I'd say that flame died quick. Okay.
Yeah, Will never brings him up again, by the way. Like, nobody's like, oh, poor Jimmy.
There are so many massive deaths that everyone's like, moving on.
Anyway.
A dog lives, moving on.
Yeah.
So.
It's just fucking ridiculous. So, but this is where Will Smith somehow, he like releases his parachute and it blocks an alien ship, and then he ejector seats him out of a ship, which is amazing. And then somehow this leads to him being able to parachute near an alien, and he gets open the ship, and then he punches one in the face, and he says a great line. Bridge, what does he say?
No, you gotta do it. You do it.
Oh, do you know it though? Or?
No, you do it. I can't. I'm not gonna do it right.
He goes, welcome to Earth.
That's right.
And then the movie's like, we need one more. And then Will Smith takes out a cigar, starts smoking it, and he goes, now that's what I call a close encounter.
It's fucking stupid. Wait. Okay. How they introduced Jeff Goldblum, where they're like, you're an MIT satellite consultant, engineer, coder, etc., etc., etc. That is how they did the alien technology. It was like, this alien technology can absolutely like crush all of you. But also, if you get punched in the faces, you're dead. How?
Yeah, you go out like a little bitch.
So that's like what Dad, Dad's line. Has he ever told you this? If there's a shark in the water,
punch it.
Yeah, he goes, Bridge, you have it in the water, and a shark's coming right towards you. What? You gotta punch it in the nose.
Why does he talk about that when this man has never before swam in the ocean? I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, but he could apply that same theory and say, Bridge, you see an alien, and then right in your face, you just give him a punch in the nose, right?
Punch in the nose. Yeah, so that works. And then Will Smith's like, now I got a fucking alien, I'm gonna drag him across the That would not be my go-to personally, but alright.
I kind of would want to get away from the alien because I don't think my punch would be strong enough, Kate. Now, if we had Jasmine, aka Vivica A. Fox's muscly legs, she could give a kick. He might be out for a couple days.
Roundhouse kicks the alien. Yes. Then you're good.
Wow.
But he basically, this is where we start to have more of the meetups. Will Smith gets picked up by none other than Randy Quaid and his Darby Camper and 5 million campers, and they're all like, we're trying to find a place, and he's like, oh, there's an army base. Okay, so this is what I was confused about. So Will Smith was in California. Like, where was he in California?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was in California, so presumably his Marine base was also in California, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then somehow he flies his ship somewhere, and then him and the alien end up in New Mexico? Is that maps?
Yeah.
Is that how we map?
No.
And then somehow he ends up in Roswell, which is where the president and Jeff Goldblum are. They're all there. How did you guys all get there?
This is the same New York City to DC math, okay? There is no timeline math it's like Google Maps in the future, okay? We don't know what's happening.
Don't fucking know, but that's what happened. So now the base, Roswell, Area 51, now they have a new alien, and then Will Smith's like, what about my wife? And they're like, oh, your town is like demolished, like it blew up. Anyway, we're not gonna hang on.
Awkies. Wait, I will say, I know everyone's kind of mad at Will Smith, but like, he's really funny when he, like, this is what he did in Men in Black, where he like ran down that one alien.
Yes.
And then he was like really tired, but like beat him. Like, he is so good in those situations because he was like pretty funny dragging the alien.
Oh my God.
Being like,
yeah, I thought he was great.
Yeah, he really was. I was like, oh man. But yes.
I think this is the funniest subplot because I feel like as a kid when I watched this movie, I never connected Area 51. I was just like, oh, now they're going to a place where there happens to be aliens. But now I'm older and more wise, and I know the truth, y'all, because I've watched all 9 seasons of the X-Files.
The truth!
The truth is out there! And Will Smith does steal a helicopter, and in the magic of movie, he finds his wife
perfectly
in the wreckage, and Vivica A. Fox this whole time was being a survivor, like, chauffeur, and she's just driving around a truck looking for stragglers and picking them up just cuz.
With the first lady.
Like, again, I'm sorry, a little self-preservation of me. I don't think I'd be nervous it would turn into like The Purge or some bullshit and people are out for blood.
I gotta say this. Here we are, once again, a black woman having to do all the motherfucking work.
She fucking is. Yes.
Like, come on.
And then Will Smith's like, I'm here too in a helicopter. Ooh, you picked up 20 people? Sorry, can't fit them. Oh well, guys. Good luck. Bye.
So awkies.
I don't even know.
I gotta say, I just was like, so you're just rolling around with the first lady, your kid, and that goddamn dog. And we're just not at all crying that, like, everyone's dead?
No.
You gotta have some family members living somewhere that died that you're sad about. But boy, oh boy, it's the 90s. We don't stop for feels. No. We're moving on.
Yeah, we don't have time for that, Bridge, because what we have time for is that Brett Spiner, who is possibly playing the same character he did in Star Trek, is a really weird alien nerd scientist man.
Oh, I hated him as a kid. He creeped me out.
Was it his creepy hair?
It was his creepy hair, and he like got really into things, and I was like,
yeah.
I don't like you.
Yeah, and he basically is like, hey guys, like, we have an alien here and a ship. You want to see it? Everything is cool, which, like, I agree, but not the time. Like, you know, use some context clues. And then Will comes in, and they're like, we got a live one. Yeah, so they're like, oh my God, a live one. You know what that means? Dissection, of course. Let's fucking cut it open.
Ugh.
That scene, I think, is the scariest.
And then the whole, like, again, now they have technology where they're able to speak through humans, but also speak to each other telepathically, but also have the force of, like, whipping people to die, but yet Will Smith can punch them in the face.
Bridget, I don't want to reference the slap, but we've all seen it. We've seen the force that can come behind the anger. Yeah. Well,
wow.
Why hasn't someone photoshopped Chris Rock's face on that alien? Missed opportunity, internet.
My God.
All right, well, yeah, so the alien kills a bunch of people, and then it, like, takes over the mind of the president, and then at one point they're, like, talking to the alien, and they're like, hey, let's, like, be friends. Like, Bill Pullman's like, let's just, like, get along. And the alien's like, kill everyone. And you're like, whoa, cool.
Okay.
Not even an explanation for the murder. Got it. All right.
But wait, Bill Pullman's like, I thought they're like locusts. And they go around and they're destroying planets and just taking resources. I'm like, excuse me, we have a lot of death and destruction that already happened. So I think Bill needs to understand that we don't give second chances to mass murderers. Okay?
No, we don't negotiate with aliens.
No, mass murdering aliens. No, sorry.
No.
But after that, he gets real sassy. He was like, nuke him. I'm like, oh Lord, here we go.
Yeah. And then this is where Jeff Goldblum has like a goddamn breakdown. He's like, everything sucks because we're gonna nuke the planet. And what's the point of recycling? And I was like, oh my god. Like, stop, please. It's
Jeff's
the
like,
worst.
As an alien that has left, as an expat alien, I just feel like you guys don't appreciate these resources.
And they end up launching like one nuke or missile, or I don't even know what the fuck it is, and it doesn't do anything.
Okay, so now we have supersonic technology.
Yeah.
But yet we don't know how to code. Like, we don't have antivirus. Like, I don't understand. The technology is wild.
And the only reason Jeff Goldblum figures out what he needs to do is because Judd Hirsch goes, stop drinking so much. You're gonna get a cold. That's what he fucking says.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, sir. Bigger fish to fry.
What?
Okay.
What if we go to the MIT campus and we just say random shit to people and then they like help the climate, you know? I'm like, Kate, you're hot because you don't have a tank top on. And then like some student comes out of nowhere and they're like, I know how to save the planet.
I got it. A tank top for the earth. Yeah, that's basically what fucking happened.
Oh my God, I had to pee my pants.
It's literally, like, I don't even fucking know. But then, okay, so then the way that Jeff Goldblum demonstrates, by the way, he's like, everyone, come in this room with the ship we have.
With my super mini computer that somehow defies...
It never dies.
This is an alien computer, again.
It doesn't need Wi-Fi. Who's selling that?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He makes one of the military guys shoot a bullet at what we know is a force, you know, and then the bullet flies all over and somehow doesn't kill anyone, and he just goes, oh, sorry. Anyway, do it again. And he's just demonstrating he could take down the force field, which we could have just fucking said and not wasted 20 seconds because there are aliens attacking the Earth. But in case you didn't know.
I will say, on a completely separate note, like, again, the graphics were pretty great. Like, they held up, and I was like, wow, force fields, and nothing made me, like, laugh at it, you know?
The only part that made me laugh was when Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith are in the alien ship, and they go in the space alien ship, and they fly in, and you see the little, like, CGI army of aliens who are just standing around. How long do they gotta stand there? We don't know, but it's an image, so.
That's super Augies.
That one didn't hold up for me.
I understand.
But everything else was great.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but this basically, somehow this leads to, they're like, okay, we know how to do it, and
we have a tank top for the Earth. Let's do this.
This is what we're gonna do. We're going to fly this alien ship into the big ship, and we're gonna give it the virus, and then while we're in the big ship, we're also gonna blow it up, but then we're gonna get out, and we're only gonna have 30 seconds. By the way, Will Smith's gonna go, and Jeff Goldblum. And the reason Will Smith volunteers himself is he goes, and I quote, I've seen these things in action. So did the news. Should Randy
Quaid get up there?
Should Randy Quaid? Well, basically does. So.
I would not be surprised if Will Smith was also a secret alien. And he knew how to fly these ships, and he was all like, oh, I don't know how to do it. And then, like, him and Jeff Goldblum, like, wink at each other, you know? And, like... They're like, our acting career rocks, wink, and then they just, like, move on, you know?
Yeah.
It just, again, these aliens have the most epic technology, but just Jeff Goldblum just knocks on the door, comes in, and does a TTT with the code, and then they all die.
Wait, so my favorite fucking part about all this is they literally like, okay, that's the plan, that's what we're gonna do, so we're gonna get all people, like, down here to fly ships to be ready to shoot the other ships when the force fields go down. And And then they're like, call everyone around the world and tell them. And there's one fucking scene where it's like, I don't know if they're Australian or they're British, but they get like the Morse code and they're like, what's that? It's like, oh, it's Morse code. And then some guy goes, it's the Americans. They know how to defeat the aliens. And then this fucking guy goes, oh, it's about bloody time they called. I was like, I'm fucking sorry. We don't need America's ego any bigger. Please don't rely on us for important things. Thank you. God help us all.
Australia, are you listening? Because we know we have at least 2 of your listeners. If aliens come, can you help us? Because we know America sucks, but like we just happen to be born here, okay? And we want to live near our sissies and moms. So like, can you please help us?
We know that you also have cable repairmen, and that means there's a chance that one of them also can hack alien technology. So I don't know. Just use your resources better.
In our scary movie, it would be Jim Carrey who plays Jeff Goldblum as the cable guy that fixes the aliens.
And they go to medieval times with his laptop. Oh my god. I can't.
Okay. So,
all right. Well,
wait. I'm sorry, Kate, but when is the moment that I can do this speech? When is the moment?
Wait, we're almost there. I just want to point out that then Will Smith is like, well, better get married now with the dolphin ring. And I just want to point out we did not see Vivica's reaction to the dolphin ring, and I believe that was on purpose, because she probably was like, what the fuck? Oh, well, there's no time to get a new one, so fucking fine.
She's like, do I die single with aliens?
Or a dolphin ring.
With the dolphin. And I gotta say, I think the 2022 Vivica A. Fox would be like, I'd rather die without that ring.
Why don't we
We don't need to get married.
We'll do it later. Yeah, it's fine.
There's paperwork. It's fine.
And then Jeff Goldblum and his ex-wife get back together, I think. I don't know. Yeah, and then they go to space.
But not until Bill Pullman gives his speech.
Does give his speech.
Can you edit in like a mic? Like you know, as I'm tapping a mic. Good morning. In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others around the world, and you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind. That word should have new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interests. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July, and you will once again be fighting for our freedom, not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation.
Oh, annihilation.
We are fighting for our right to live, to exist, and should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day the world declared one voice. Kate, you ready?
Yes.
We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today we celebrate our Independence Day. Yeah! Thank you so much. I've been wanting to do that all fucking night.
Honestly, it's a great speech. It's very, like, America's the best, but, like, it's a speech.
Oh my god. I can't.
During this, too, Randy Quaid, who has been drunk this whole time, just to be clear, volunteers himself to be a pilot. He is still drunk, and nobody objects to letting him fly military aircrafts because it's Randy Quaid, and he's like, I flew a plane once, and they're like, oh my god, get in there. So this whole part, now this is like the big ending, where Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum are literally in space, and they immediately get like sucked into the big ship, because the big ship is like, oh, you're one of my ships, let me go like see you, whatever. And then they're like, okay, now we're gonna do our computer virus with my laptop that's still working and I forgot a charger. And they fucking do that. And then the guys on the ground, or in the air on whatever Earth, are flying up to the individual ships, and they're like, okay, we're ready to like attack. And I think they do try to shoot, and the force fields are still Philip. So then they're like, oh shit. And then the president's like, wait, one more time. And then that's when the virus goes through. And then they boom, 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 shoot the ships. And they're like, oh my God. And then they just keep fucking shooting shit. And then basically what happens is Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum. This is another timing thing I was a little confused about because I was under the assumption when they did the virus, they would only have 30 seconds to get out. Well, the homeboys were up there for like an hour.
Long time.
I don't know, but they're up there and they like can't. They're like stuck in the ship, and then they like shoot the alien, but then somehow that gets them out, and then something. They fly out in 30 seconds and don't die. And Jeff Goldblum makes a Jurassic Park reference where he says, "Must go faster. Must go faster." Let's go faster.
Brilliant. Wait, Kate, I need to make a correction for you.
Oh.
Randy Quaid was not drunk because he makes a line that says, I picked a hell of a day to quit drinking.
I mean,
he's one day sober, okay? He made it.
Hungover, but all right, that's true. Okay.
I just wanted to give him that credit.
Listen, Randy Quaid gets all the credit because literally the people on Earth run out of fucking missiles, or I don't even know what the hell we're using. They literally run out, and then the president's like, damn it, we need one more shot. Anyone have any missiles? Anyone at all?
What do we do? It's the 1920s. We need another shot.
And then fucking Randy Quaid is like, I'm here! And they're like, literally like, who is that man? Who is that drunk man?
He's like the fucking uncle that shows up Thanksgiving late, and you're like, I guess you could cook the turkey.
He fucking flies in. I'm here! And then literally, he's like, I have a missile, I'm ready. But his missile jams, Bridge. It can't shoot. So what's the only logical thing to do is Randy Quaid is like, I fucking know what to do. As I look at a picture of my poor children who will soon be fatherless, I'm gonna abandon them and blow myself up because fuck you, aliens. He says a great line as he's flying to his death, and he goes, hello, boys, I'm back!
Oh my God.
And then he blows the entire ship up. Who knew? That's all you needed was one Randy Quaid and they down. That's it.
The drunk guy at the bar, don't count him out.
Throw him in the ship and you're good. Okay, so yeah, other people are not dead, and then everyone's like, oh my God, yay. And then they're like, but wait, did Will and Jeff make it back? And then they're like, we lost their ship. We don't know. And you're like,
nail biter.
It's really not, because 0.5 seconds later, they're like, wait a second, radar! And then like, they landed again with parachutes. I don't know. And then they're just walking, and now they're friends, I guess. And everyone's like, yeah! 4th of July.
How serious did they practice that I'm a bad guy walk? Because
it was amazing.
That was
with
so
the cigars.
Funny with the cigars. They must have like done it in a mirror in each other's homes, like during their sleepovers, in their alien sleepovers, being like, no, this looks cool. No, that looks cool. Take out the cigar. All right, awesome.
And then we end the movie with Bill Pullman reunites with his daughter, who he was willing to make an orphan, I just want to point out. Picks her up, and she goes, happy 4th of July, Dad.
Oh, God.
Like, girl, not good timing. Save it for later. And that's how we end. And then I guess the aliens are dead. All of them, I guess. I don't know.
Until they come back in Signs in like 2006.
There was a sequel to this movie. It did not do well. And Will Smith was not in it. So I think you know. That's how you know.
So, as you can imagine, the movie ends. It goes wild. Everyone saw it. Huge blockbuster hit. And we all do the Macarena. Okay? Hey, Macarena.
And back to the Macarena.
Yep. Hey, Macarena. Hey. Well, Kate, watch it or don't watch it.
I would watch it. I think it's fun. Is it like plot? I don't know. But like aliens are fun, and it's fun to see Will Smith just being Will Smith. And same with Jeff Goldblum, and Bill Pullman's fun too. So yeah, I'd watch it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think you should watch it, but it is long. So
it is.
Like, just like it could be a background movie and you could giggle. Like if this was on TV, I would be like, sure. I wouldn't turn it off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Bridge, we are coming up on the end of the month, and we are doing something new, listeners.
We are. So we asked you what you wanted. And you came back to us and said, all of us want different things. And so we were like, oh no, how do we make everybody happy? And this is why we decided we're going to change up how we do one episode a month.
Yeah.
And this is called, Kate, Nostalgic Happy Hour.
Yep.
And we're just going to let it fly. It might sound a little different than our other episodes, but we wanted to focus on new stuff. Okay?
Yes, that's why it's nostalgic.
That's why it's nostalgic. And Kate, I get the first pick.
Yeah.
And you were way into this before I was. To the point that maybe you were the first person that made me watch it when you came to Chicago, like years ago.
I made you watch this? Really?
Because I think I was scared, and you're like, Bridget, don't be scared, and you yelled at me.
That sounds accurate.
Okay, this is on the 4th season. This is the drama Stranger Things.
Woo!
Came out in 2016, been going strong, and we are not going to do, obviously, all of the seasons. We're going to do the latest season and have a lot of opinions about it, so it will have spoilers, and you should not listen to it if you haven't seen it and you don't want to be spoiled, because we will spoil it.
And if y'all haven't been running up that hill, then get out.
Get out your Kate Bush.
Get it out.
All right? We're going to freaking do this.
All right. Woo! Well, Bridge,
Yes.
I just want to say, if there was an alien invasion and they flew over Chicago and the president was like, it's chill, just like hang out, I would call you and be like, don't hang out. I'm not Jeff Goldblum, but I know the truth. Fox Mulder and Scully taught me everything, and I know this is bad. So you get the fuck out and you get in my RV, and we're gonna go get all the boomers. Not the adult boomers, the dogs who are named Boomer, and just really any dog, and we will save them. Because I love you. I got a little lost in there. That's what we're gonna do.
You'll be Vivica A. Fox, but just picking up dogs.
Humans like, help me, and I'm like, get out. You're not welcome, just the dogs. Yeah, that's me.
Well, Kate,
Right.
if it's 1996 and the aliens are gonna kill us all, and somebody's like, who's gonna save us? I'll be like, my school psychologist, MIT, super coder, knows everything, climate protector, sister.
I do recycle.
Knows
So.
the code, and you're gonna use your supercomputer and come out finally to me, although you've never told me the truth that you were also an alien, and you use your alien computer just like your alien editing skills and save the world. That is your mission if you choose to accept it.
Wow. Love that. Yeah, that's all I say to that.
So we love you. I love you.
Well, and listeners, if you also love that the dog lived in this movie and
Defied
that
physics.
Jeff Goldblum was a secret alien, and that 90s technology, you didn't really need AOL, but the government made it seem like you needed AOL for the internet when you really didn't. Jeff Goldblum knew the truth because he's an alien. And Randy Quaid, something. You should write us a review.
Hey!
We love reviews. We love written reviews. You can review us on Apple Podcasts along with some other podcasting apps. We did get a recent review, Bridge. Did you read it?
No, I didn't.
It was from our cousin who I was just at his wedding. It was so fun, and I did give him our business card, which has our old website on it, but somehow we figured it out. It's our cousin Scott. Woo!
Oh my God, we love you, Scott.
Scott, we love you.
I need to read this review.
He left us a review. He made requests. He's doing it all, and he's doing it all correctly, because not only should you leave us a review, listeners, but you should also check out our website, sisterswhoseenit.com, because on our website, you can request a movie. Fill out a form and get on our list to have your requested movie to be reviewed by us. And Bridge, what else can they do on our website?
You can buy our merchandise. Katie opened it up. She laughed. It brought her joy. Bring your friends joy. Buy your friends joy. And if you're like, that's a little rated R for me, I just want to give y'all money, you can buy us coffee. Whee! Okay, we have that too. And all of these things, they're on our bio on Instagram. They're on our website. They're in all these different places. But the more you give, the more then we could quit our jobs, focus on watching movies, and eventually make all of these epic, funny movies that we joke about because we'll be able to pay these actors to be in it. Okay?
Yes.
Simple as that. And I love you, Scotty, for that review. I'm reading it now, and what a gem. He's the best. He is the best.
So check all that out, listeners, and we hope to hear from you. All right. Well, we'll see y'all next week for our nostalgic happy hour.
There's no 20-year look back. There's no, this looked different. This is now, opinions now, and maybe in 10 years, Kate, we'll be wrong. But I am ready for it.
I don't think it'll be 10 years we have to wait, but yeah, maybe. Maybe I won't even edit it. Who knows? I'm just kidding. No, these need to be edited. It won't be edited. I'm so sorry. So join us next week, listeners. It'll be new. It'll be fun. And yeah, we'll see you then.
We will not go quietly into the night. Sorry. We love you. Bye-bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I love you.
Thanks for tuning in to Sisters Who've Seen It. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Check out our website at sisterswho'veseenit.com, where you can email us, request movies to be reviewed, and keep up to date with all things sisters. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you next week.